Rocco had dinner with Liesl and Britt?
And me.
I did not know anything about this. And neither did Dante, or else he would have given me a heads up.
Nobody meant to upset you. It was just it was a perfectly nice dinner at the Metro Court. What's the big deal?
In the meantime, Liesl and I have an agreement about the time she spends with Rocco. Unless this dinner was Britt's doing.
No. Britt didn't know anything about the dinner. We ran into her at the restaurant and I invited her.
Yeah, some coincidence.
Lulu, believe me. Okay, nobody told me anything about any kind of agreement that they have with you concerning Rocco.
I believe you. But the bigger problem is that Rocco took advantage of me being away and Dante working late. He did this behind our backs.
This meaning dinner?
Nathan, this is so much more than a dinner. You know how I feel about Britt. She's given me plenty of reason not to trust her or Liesl.
I know that you have an intense dislike for my sister, and given your history, that's fair.
So then maybe you could understand why I would be upset that they would encourage my son to sneak out to see them.
He wasn't sneaking. We had dinner at the Metro Court. You know, and I'm sure that my mom thought that Rocco cleared it with you, and I offered to drive him home, but he said you were picking him up.
My son lied to all of us. Rocco can't think it's okay to lie under any circumstance. He needs boundaries.
Okay, I get that, and as his parents, you're right to set them. But just be careful not to overreact. You know, you don't want him to shut you out even more.
I definitely don't want that. What if he's testing me to see if I care enough to push back?
I hadn't thought of that, but I have no parenting experience. You know who'd have all the answers we need is Maxie.
Yeah, she would. Even if she didn't have a clue, she'd still have the answer.
Look, from what I saw last night, Rocco's a great kid. He's thoughtful, he's intelligent, he has a quiet sense of humor. I see a lot of you in him.
That's the nicest thing you could say to me.
And I'll bet if you give him space, he'll come clean to you and Dante about the dinner.
But what if he keeps seeing Britt?
This woman...
Okay, maybe I'm biased because Britt and my mother are my family, but maybe they're not as bad as you think they are.
Okay, I think it is probably best if we stop talking about Britt.
Look, I'm just saying, I've seen a side of Britt that not everybody gets to see.
Because she likes you, but I've seen a side of Britt that hates me, and God only knows what she'll say to Rocco about me.
I'm almost positive that if she even thought about trying to badmouth you, Rocco'd shut that down.
Or he'd join in, depending on the day.
No, look, I really don't get the impression that he's angry with you guys at all, okay? I think he's just curious about Britt and her family, my family. So if Rocco does continue to see Britt and my mom, I'll be there. And if I promise to keep an eye on him for you, you give him a chance to come clean on his own.
My father's warning. Thank you for talking me down. You have always brought the best out in Liesl. Maybe you can still work some of your magic on Britt.
We'll do my best. You gonna give Rocco some space?
I don't like waiting. But yes.
You and Maxie like to fix things. But Rocco's curiosity with Britt isn't something you need to fix.
No, it's something to endure. But I will let Rocco come to me and trust him to make good choices until he does.
Guys, Danny can...